Welcome to Biblical Reflections. Today we're diving into the life of one of Christianity's most influential figures, Paul the Apostle. Known as the great missionary and prolific writer of the New Testament, Paul's story is one of transformation, devotion, and lasting impact. But who was Paul? And how did he shape the early Christian church and its teachings? Paul, originally named Saul, was born in the city of Tarsus, located in modern-day Turkey. He came from a Jewish family with Roman citizenship, which was a significant status in the Roman Empire and would later play a vital role in his life. Growing up in a devout Jewish household, Saul was well-versed in Jewish law and traditions. In fact, he was trained under the esteemed Rabbi Gamaliel, a respected teacher in the Pharisaic tradition. Saul's rigorous upbringing and education made him a staunch defender of Judaism. He viewed the emerging Christian movement as a dangerous threat to his faith, one that needed to be eradicated. As a result, Saul became a fervent persecutor of early Christians, even witnessing and approving of the stoning of Stephen, the first Christian martyr. However, Saul's life took a dramatic turn on the road to Damascus. While traveling to arrest Christians, he encountered a blinding light and fell to the ground. According to the book of Acts, he heard a voice saying, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" When he asked who was speaking, the reply came, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting." Blinded and shaken, Saul continued to Damascus, where a Christian named Ananias, following divine instruction, came to heal and baptize him. From this moment, Saul became known as Paul and dedicated his life to the mission of spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. After his conversion, Paul became one of the most zealous missionaries of the early church. Over the course of his life, he embarked on 3 major missionary journeys, covering thousands of miles across the Roman Empire, from Asia Minor to Greece, and even Rome itself. Paul's approach was unique. Instead of exclusively preaching to Jewish communities, he actively reached out to Gentiles, or non-Jews, breaking cultural and religious boundaries of the time. His message was clear. Salvation was available to all who believed in Jesus Christ, not just the Jews. This inclusivity was revolutionary and became a cornerstone of Christian teaching. Paul faced opposition, ridicule, and even physical attacks, but he remained undeterred. His travels took him to major cities like Corinth, Ephesus, and Thessalonica, where he established Christian communities and nurtured their growth. His mission was not only to spread the gospel, but also to provide moral and theological guidance to these young churches. One of Paul's most enduring legacies is his letters, which make up a significant portion of the New Testament. Known as the Pauline epistles, these letters were written to encourage, instruct, and correct the churches he founded. From the Romans to the Corinthians, each letter addressed specific issues faced by these early Christians. Paul's writings covered topics ranging from theology and morality to daily Christian living. His teachings on salvation, grace, faith, and the role of Jesus as the Messiah profoundly shaped Christian doctrine. His words about love in 1 Corinthians 13, often referred to as the love chapter, continue to inspire people around the world today. The influence of Paul's writings cannot be overstated. His letters not only provided immediate guidance to early Christian communities, but also laid the theological foundation that Christians continue to study and live by to this day. Paul's missionary work and his bold proclamation of Jesus as Lord often put him at odds with Roman authorities and Jewish leaders alike. Eventually, he was arrested and imprisoned in Rome. Even during his captivity, Paul remained committed to his mission, writing some of his most reflective and powerful letters from prison, including the letters to the Philippians and Colossians. Though tradition holds that Paul was eventually executed in Rome, likely by beheading, his message did not die with him. His letters and his legacy continued to live on, inspiring generations of believers. Paul the Apostle left an indelible mark on Christianity. His life exemplified radical transformation, unwavering faith, and commitment to the teachings of Jesus. Through his missionary journeys and writings, Paul helped spread Christianity far beyond its beginnings in Judea. His message of grace, faith, and unity continues to resonate across time and culture. Thank you for joining us today on this journey through the life of Paul the Apostle. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to Biblical Reflections for more explorations of faith and biblical teachings. Until next time, may the message of Paul inspire you to walk in faith and love.